At the Smoke Inn, where the laughter's deep.
Reviews.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
So, what I'd like to start doing every week is, or every episode, is talking about a restaurant that I go to, or you go to, or one of us have attended and discuss it, because I think there's a lot of great. When we sit around our friends. We what restaurant did you go? Where'd you eat last night? And they'd mention it. Oh my God, is it good? I've never been there.
But 20 years ago, by the way, if we were talking about restaurants in Florida,
right.
Today, everywhere. Like, oh, Florida, New York's got the best food.
No,
New York
they're all coming here.
New York does have the best food, but they're all coming here.
They're all coming here. They're all coming here. So
exactly.
So I'd like to incorporate, a place I visited or eat at regularly, and just discuss it. And we don't really have to go into detail with it. It's just, I think it's nice to give props to restaurants I go to have good food. So,
I want to speak to that. In today's world, it's interesting because people are so quick to do what I call the 5-star threat, right? But if you're going to be so quick to do the 5-star threat, like I'll give you a bad review, people are very, very slow to compliment. They're very quick to complain.
Correct. See, I do both. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I will leave you great reviews. And if you look up my name, and I don't know if there's a way of finding my reviews, I will give a shit review. If I have a horrible... Look, I'm a firm believer in that when you go to restaurants or any business, mistakes happen, okay?
It's how
you handle that mistake is what makes you get a good review or bad review. I don't review you on your mistake. I review you on how you handle that mistake, okay? Just as examples, I go to a restaurant and there'd be a problem with my order. It wouldn't be right. And I would turn around to the waitress and I would be like, excuse me, this is not what I ordered. Now, she could be cocky and say, no, that is what you told me. Or she could be like, I'm very sorry. Let me take it off the menu, or let me, redo it, or something along those lines. So to me that differentiates whether I'm going to leave a good review or a bad review. And I'd be honest with you, I don't usually leave a bad review unless it even escalates more from there. Even if somebody just has a quick attitude or they do something I don't like.
People have bad days, right?
Correct. I don't do that. But if it goes to another level and then the manager gets involved and the manager comes over and he's got an attitude and then I get my check and then there's an extra fee on it.
They're so preoccupied with being right instead of looking at the outcome. And what you said before, my father always taught me, a true test of a man or a woman is not how they deal with things when things go right. It's how do you deal with something when it goes wrong.
Correct.
And people do make mistakes, and I've had some amazing experiences
I
where
flick
things
it there and the
start
edge
out,
falls here. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Where people, things start out horrible, but at the end of the day, I'm coming back there.
Right.
So
and again, I'll go back if it's a simple mistake and they handle it great. I'll leave a good review actually.
So who are we talking about this week?
So there's a restaurant actually right down the street here called Ethos. It's a Greek restaurant. Me and my buddy Frankie, we go there a lot.
And where is it?
There's a place called the Promenade here in Coconut Creek.
If
you Google Coconut Creek Promenade Ethos, it's a very good Greek restaurant. And I'm going to tell you why I'd like to just talk about them and tell you about them. They have decent food. Will I say it's the best Greek? No, it's good. It's very good food.
Oh God, I got bad jokes right now.
But
I won't touch.
Please,
come on.
But their prices are reasonable. But here's the deal. So we sit outside. They have a nice patio in the promenade.
Yeah,
nice
I'm familiar with that. Yeah.
Okay, so they have a nice outdoor area, and I smoke cigars. So I like to go and after my meal light up a nice cigar. Now they're not really hugely cigar friendly, okay? Because it's a restaurant.
Very, very few places, especially restaurants.
Right. They don't want to. But you know what they do? They'll give me a table because they know me by now, all the way in the back of the patio, like on the walkway area, and they'll say, "Look, just sit here. As long as nobody sits around you, go ahead and enjoy yourself. Light them up."
Yeah.
And I like that because even though they're not cigar friendly, because the people eating their food, they still cater to me. They still say, you know what? Go over there, sit at that table, smoke your cigar. They could be assholes and be like, no, you can't smoke around here. Go down the street.
And listen, truth be told, I love cigars, but if I'm eating in a nice restaurant, I really don't want to smell it at that point. I want one afterwards.
I get it. I get it. Have you ever eaten in a place called, I think it's called Charley's Steakhouse in Orlando?
Yes.
You could smoke and eat your steak.
Yes. I have.
Yeah.
I have. By the way, they have great steaks too.
Great steak.
They have great steaks. They have great
Apparently,
steaks.
we're doing another review.
Vinny, I was literally there. I think it was what was it, 4 weeks ago when I went up to Orlando. And every time I go up there, because there's a company that I work with, do a lot of consulting with up there, they're like, "Where do you want to go, Sash?" And they're like, "Don't ask him. He just wants to go to Charley's."
Yeah. Because you can actually smoke and eat your freaking steak as you're smoking.
That's not something I'm going to do, but
So
it's nice that you can. It's nice that you can.
yeah, I mean, I get it. I usually just keep my, because I'll smoke before the food comes, while I'm waiting, and then when the food comes, I put my cigar down. But I like the option of not having to get up and go over there.
That's a nice part.
So, yeah, I like Ethos. Good food, very friendly, good pricing, and they're right here in Coconut Creek at the Promenade.
And it's nice when you go to a restaurant where they start to get to know you and you feel like you're home, kind of like Smoke Inn Delray.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can go into other stories of other restaurants that's exactly
So
what we
we'll save this for some other podcast.
Yeah. Testosterone and Tantrums.
Where the laughter's deep.
Testosterone and
Fellas
Tantrums.
talk loud while the world's asleep.
It's testosterone and tantrums, a toast to the night. 2 mics, 2 minds, and a flicker of light.
Unfiltered, unwrapped, and unapologetic. Smooth.